Guys, hi, it's Tari here from Money Matters, and today I'm joined by
TJ.
Yes. So last week I recorded with you and Dad, and I'm bringing you back in this week because as I was sitting down writing my notes to talk about money for the week, one of the things that came up is a recent trip we took to the thrift store.
Yep.
So you want to tell our guests about why we went to the thrift store?
Because I like shopping, but not having to spend a lot of money, especially because at thrift stores you can find some really good deals on stuff that are honestly pretty cool.
That's cool. So actually, I think the reason we went to the thrift store that day,
I was to look for a couch.
yeah, we were looking for like furniture to sit in the living room, but we came out short.
Yeah.
So thrift stores are great, but it reminded me, right? I'm not typically a thrift store person, but it was a good opportunity for me to be reminded. So this one particular thrift store that we visited locally has multiple stores. They have a furniture store, they have a clothing store, they have a bookstore, and they have like a multi-purpose store, which is kind of, it has like kitchen stuff in it and some curtains and aprons.
I think that's more of like the home section.
Yeah, the home goods section. So anyhow, so I wanted to share with you a couple things in the bookstore. So books, I never need a reason or list to go into a bookstore and pick up books. We love books. I love books. I'm probably the nerd in this house. So I had taken $20 with me that day for just whatever. You see something you like it, your budget said so. So go take your $20 and buy whatever you want. And I thought, wow, that's a pretty cool reminder. Like, even if you're on your budget journey and you have the spending gene, which I do not, I'll be honest with you, I don't think I have the spending gene. Do you? I don't think you do either. You're a saver.
Yeah.
But if you do,
every once in a while though, I do get like spending.
Spendy, you get spendy.
I get like really spendy.
Yeah.
Like, especially when I walk into that fishing aisle at Walmart.
Fishing aisle at Walmart is definitely. I personally don't have that experience, I'll be honest with you. But I tend to write lists. I keep notes of the things that we need. And if it is not I'm sorry, I'm gonna take that back. I keep a list of the things we need and want.
Yep.
So there's very few needs, right? You want to tell our viewers what needs are?
Needs are what you need to live, like food, clothing, shelter.
And transportation is apparently. You don't need a $717 car payment. You don't need a car payment at all. You need transportation. A bicycle would work too, right? We live in the burbs, dude, not the city. So, but you could if you lived somewhere that is bikeable. So for us, I put $20 that day and we wound up in the bookstore. And we wound up walking away with 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. One is a magazine, so 5 books. And they must have been having a sale that day because the books, these 6, well, one is a magazine, but these 5 books and 1 magazine were like $11.
Yeah.
This book, my husband is a huge U2 fan. We just bought the Surrender book for him for Christmas. And so I saw this on the bookshelf, Walk On by U2, $2.50.
Yeah.
It was $2.50. I don't even know what this would have been.
Mine isn't even like broken in on it.
It didn't even look like it was open. So hubby got a gift. Love language is not gifts, but he got a gift. It said, we thought about you. So you want to share with what you got? I'll take this.
I got so first I got a Home Depot book that teaches you how to make basically millions of dollars in projects. So like patios, landscaping work, masonry work, basically all of the jobs that you possibly think of.
That's awesome. And how much was it?
This was $249. So $249 for millions of dollars of information.
Yeah, and this book was $249 as well. But again, they all came up for like 11 and change. So I think they were on sale.
And then I got a kids cookbook.
This is awesome
because
this is not just a kids cookbook.
It puts it into words that are more easy to understand than some of the like more complicated cookbooks. And then like it literally has so many good recipes. So it's got a dinner section, snack section, a lunch section. Basically, it teaches you everything that you could possibly want to make. Like
And
brownies, popsicles.
everything. It talks to in kids terms. Now I actually have this Better Homes and Gardens. I actually have we got this, your dad and I got this for our as a wedding gift. Somebody gave us the Better Homes and Gardens cookbook. I think I saw it on Amazon recently. It was a lot of money. But this is the junior cookbook. So when I saw this, I was like, oh my goodness, totally gonna get it because this is what we have on our shelf. And this also was $2.50. It's insane. $2.50. Like, and it doesn't even look like it was touched. Doesn't even look like the pages were filtered through. And you could give this to any child who understands how to read. So I guess what, 5 or 6 years old,
Yep.
and they
Of
can
course,
go.
you should probably supervise them
Always
in the
supervise.
kitchen.
Always supervise. Oh, thank you. Miss Terry said that. No, I did not. Okay.
And then the last one is I like sports cars, but there's nothing better than a Ford Mustang. So I had to pick up this magazine when I saw it just because it has Mustang on the cover.
And how much was it?
And it was 79 cents.
Oh my goodness, that's great. And again, that barely looks like it was touched either.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite in there? Did you pick a favorite?
Mustang GT 500.
Awesome. That's so cool.
This car.
That's awesome.
Best way to ever spend money. No.
That's so cool. And then you're gonna hold these for me. They got 2 more things because I'm a nerd and a writer. So I had my eyes on my wants list. I guess it would be wants. You could argue. Was I got a dictionary and a thesaurus. Each of these were $2.50. They did have covers on them and they were kind of so I took them off.
Now, instead of going to Google for your words, she's gonna tell us stuff. She's gonna point over to the dictionary and tell us to go look into that.
Maybe. But anyhow, so I think it's just a reminder when I was thinking about that experience and that this weekend, I should have gotten a video that weekend that we went. I should have gotten a video to share. You know, I don't know. Maybe some people feel like thrift stores are below them.
They get sort of a bad rap because everything's cheap. So some people are like, oh, I can't be caught. Like I can't be seen looking in that store at stuff. But it's not true. You can find honestly stuff that you'll save a lot of money on, but they're worth way more.
And some of them are barely used. I think that's also the key. Like they're barely used and you find them in the thrift store. So shopping at the thrift store is greener for your wallet and greener for the planet, because I can't think of anything that's more green for the planet than reusing and recycling and not creating new products to, eventually put into the landfill. So anyhow, I hope that you found this useful, valuable, helpful. The clothing store up there is beautiful. The thrift store near us. They actually put together these outfits in the window that are just, I don't know, they're stylish. And so I would recommend check it out. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with shopping in the thrift store. I personally am at the point now where I will keep a list of things that we want. And when we go through to the thrift store, because at this point, TJ typically will say, hey, can we go up to the thrift stores? Usually a couple times a year. And pull out my little list and say, oh, check this out. And the other thing is talking about new stuff or used stuff. There are some people who go to these thrift stores. I don't have the energy for this, I'll be honest with you. But they will actually go to the thrift store and buy something that they know they can put out there on eBay.
Especially some of the old video games, like the Nintendo stuff. They'll sell it at a thrift store for $5, and people can get close to $100 for a gaming system like that.
So yeah, there's that opportunity as well. But anyhow, so hopefully you found this helpful, and we hope you have a great week. Bye.